Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. My name is Andrew and I'm with Pure Resonance Audio. Today we're going to be going over our drop tile ceiling speaker options. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. My name is Andrew and I'm with Pure Resonance Audio. Today we're going to be going over our drop tile ceiling speaker options. We have four awesome speakers that we want to share with you today. We're going to go over each one individually to give you an idea of how they're made up, what application you could use them in, and some specs on each one as well. All right, so the first speaker I want to go over today is our SP8 2x2 drop tile ceiling speaker. It's super low profile, so it's going to be completely flush with the rest of your drop tiles. So you're going to take one of your 2x2 drop tiles out, it's going to lay directly into it, and it's going to be flush, so it's going to be nice and sleek in there. You also see that it's pretty thin here too. The depth of this is less than 4 inches, so if you have limited space behind your drop ceiling grid, this may work as opposed to a traditional in-ceiling speaker or drop tile ceiling speaker that has a bigger back box on it. So keep that in mind too, that it's going to fit very nicely. And if you have limited space, this could be a great option for you. So a little bit of the makeup on this speaker. This speaker has an 8-inch driver. It has a transformer with 70-volt tap settings as well as an 8-ohm bypass. This speaker is great for background music, even sound masking applications. So if you have a retail space, maybe a doctor's office or clinic or a small coffee shop or something along those lines, and you want a nice, simple, sleek look in your facility, then this might be a good option for you. We're going to go over some other options for different applications, but as far as the SP8 goes, this is a great economical solution if you're looking for nice background music or even sound masking applications in an office setting. As far as coverage patterns go, you can count on roughly about 400 square feet per speaker for background music applications. It can cover roughly a 20-foot by 20-foot area. For sound masking, you would probably get a little bit less out of that speaker, so just keep that in mind. All right, so the next drop tile ceiling speaker we're going to be talking about is our VCA8 or the Vector. The next three speakers we're going to talk about are unique to Pure Resonance Audio. So I'm excited to share these with you. This is the Vector. So the VCA8, this speaker is only low impedance, so it only has an 8-ohm option. There's not a transformer with 70-volt tap settings, so that's really important to note when you're looking for a solution. This is going to be 8-ohm only. The makeup of this speaker is 3 6.5-inch drivers. Something also that's unique to this is that there's no back box. There may be some regulations in certain states that require a back box, so I wanted to point that out. So no back box, 8-ohm only, 3 6.5-inch drivers, and the makeup of these drivers offers 360-degree coverage just based off of how they're integrated within the speaker. Some different applications for this. You can pretty much use it in any application, but typically we see this in a school, a classroom setting, where teachers may want to use their equipment like a projector, computer, etc., audio. Maybe they need their voice to be amplified in that classroom. This is a great option, cost-effective option for schools. Conference rooms, another great application. Since it can cover so much coverage, which is about 30 foot by 30 foot, roughly, depending on your ceiling height. But based off of a 10-foot ceiling, you can get about 900 square feet worth of coverage, 30 by 30, roughly. So you can see it can cover a pretty large area. It takes the place of a lot of traditional in-ceiling speakers. And so this is great for conference room, maybe training rooms, if you're looking for a cost-effective solution. We're going to get into the SD4 and SD5 here in a second that are premium options, but this is a great cost-effective option for a number of reasons. All right, so next on the lineup here we have the SD4. Let's talk about the makeup of this speaker. So on the Vector, you have 3 6.5-inch drivers. On this SD4, you have 4 6.5-inch drivers. Do have a back box on this one. This can be operated in 8-ohm or 70-volt. So that'll allow you to use a lot more speakers on your system since it can be run in 70-volt. So also on this, the coverage pattern is very similar to the Vector. You're going to get about 30 by 30 foot coverage pattern, 360 degrees. so about 900 square feet. But as far as the application, again, you can use this in schools, restaurants, conference rooms, auditoriums, etc. But as far as music goes, you're probably going to want this one as opposed to the Vector if you're going to be using this for foreground music, as opposed to just like background music. It's more full range, so you're probably going to be more pleased with the sound of this SD4 than the Vector. Not saying that the Vector's not a good option, but if you're looking for a little bit more bump, a little better music quality, then the SD4 is probably going to be a better option for you. This is a great speaker option. We're excited about it, and the next one we're going to talk about is our premium option, the SD5. All right, so here's the SD5. If you are looking for a premium speaker solution, this is it. The makeup of this is 3 5¼ inch drivers with a 3-inch tweeter. Again, this speaker has a back box. It can operate at 70 volt or low impedance. The most impressive thing with this speaker is the coverage and its voice intelligibility when it comes to making announcements or using it as a public address system. The coverage pattern on this is 50 foot by 50 foot, so you're getting 2,500 square foot of coverage. So you can see that this is covering a massive space. It makes it so you don't have to use a lot of traditional in-ceiling speakers. Voice intelligibility is incredible. It's going to reproduce your voice through that microphone very clearly. Every inch of the room is going to be covered with this speaker. It's very impressive. So if you're looking for a premium solution for a conference room, an auditorium, a gymnasium with drop tile ceilings, church applications, anything you can think of with drop tile ceiling where you need music, whether that's background or foreground music, you need your announcements to be very clear. Maybe you're using it as a lecture hall and you need that voice to sound really good. Drop tile ceiling speaker, this is going to be the premium solution. So SD5, we're really excited about this one as well. So that concludes our lineup of 2x2 drop tile ceiling speakers. If you have any questions about any of them, the SP8 Vector, SD4, or SD5, let us know. We'd love to talk and have a conversation about what your needs are. We're happy to help with design help if you're not sure what you need for your space. So reach out anytime. Until next time, we'll see you guys soon.